Hey there, beautiful people. Welcome back to the channel. I always appreciate your time. And for the newbies, please don't mind to subscribe. It's free of charge. The shoot started off with makeup, and makeup is very key when it comes to how an image looks. In this case, the subject did her own makeup, and to me, I think she did an amazing job. It was very simple, very clean, and straight to the point. Let us start by looking at picture 1. That is the picture on your screen right now. The subject looks amazing in this white dress that fits her perfectly, and the makeup also complemented the dress. It was simple and suited her face perfectly. So by looking at this dress, the first thing I saw was this white picket fence that matched the dress. So that is where I took her to take the first set of images. I have the subject well dressed, well made up, and the place where I'm going to place her. So next automatically comes to the posing. I wanted to show off her curves because she has an amazing body. So I decided to direct her to pop one side of her hip and lean on one leg. Hence the look that you're seeing on your screen right now. So after posing her, I started thinking about the lighting. I wanted a sunny feeling in the lighting. But unfortunately, the day was really dark and gloomy. It was an overcast day with a lot of dark clouds in the sky. So I decided to use 2 speedlights. One speedlight I placed at the front as the key light, normal lighting to light her face and light the rest of her body, and I decided to use another speedlight as a backlight and put an orange gel to kind of like fake the sun, so as to introduce the sunny summer feeling. For this second picture, the lighting basically remained the same, but I wanted an emotion, a real emotion in this picture. So, to get that emotion, I basically brought the couple together, let them touch each other, point to the direction where I want them to look, then talk them into the process and actually say something funny to make them laugh and smile and bring out real emotions. The camera settings that I used for all these 3 pictures are this. I used an f-stop of 4.5, I used a shutter speed of 200, and I used an ISO of 100. On to picture number 4, and this was one of my favorite pictures of the day. I basically used 2 speedlights. One speedlight as a backlight with an orange gel to fake the sun, and another open speedlight as a front light to light her face and light the front of her dress. When it came to this other picture, it was actually by chance. I didn't plan to take such a photo. I was actually taking them or walking them to a different location, and I saw her leading him in a very nice way, and I decided to take that shot, hence the pictures on your screen right now. So the lighting in this incident, there was basically one speedlight facing them as they were walking towards me, hence the shadows that were falling on one side of the face. So the upside of this kind of lighting is that it helps shape the face beautifully. It chisels the face and it looks cinematic. And this kind of lighting is used mostly in movies, and it's called the Rembrandt kind of lighting. So this picture shows that sometimes you don't really have to pose your subjects, especially when it comes to couples. You can just sneak and look for little moments and emotions and capture those moments and emotions, and you'll get unique pictures. I saw this lovely bench placed in the middle of the grass, and it looked vintage to me, similar to the headpiece that the lady had on her head. So I decided to place her there, told her to sit at the edge of the bench, and pointed her to the direction or to the place where I wanted her to look, and hence the image on your screens right now. So if you haven't noticed, I like telling my subjects to look away from the camera instead of directly into the lens, and this helps create mystery in these images, and that is my preference. Generally, as we know, men don't really know how to pose. And for those who do know how to pose, we also know that we as men have very few poses out there as compared to women. So I basically use in-between moments to get unique images. So I basically told them to sit on the bench, and as I was setting up my lighting, I noticed that they were chatting and greeting each other and saying hi and smiling and all that. So I decided to take a few shots, hence the picture that is on the screen right now. something else that I like capturing in my images is emotions, and that is what I think I captured in this image. I told him to hold her, kiss her on the forehead, and basically the reaction that came out of her, the facial expression that she showed to the camera, was authentic. I used one speedlight for this, and as usual, I put it from the side, hence this beautiful lighting with the shadows falling on one side of the face. In this image, the bright leaves are the foregrounds, she is the middle ground, and the dark leaves are the background, hence creating a three-dimensional image. Okay, I know. I didn't tell you the camera setup or the equipments that I used to take these images. So, here we go. I used a Sony a6400 camera body. I used a 56mm f1.4 lens from Sigma, which is a prime lens, to capture these images. I also used two cheap Yongnuo speedlights, and I used a Yongnuo trigger to set them off so that I can be able to put the lighting or the speedlight as close as possible to the subject and be able to still trigger them. That was it for today's video. I appreciate your time, I appreciate your audience, and please keep supporting me by subscribing to the channel and help the channel grow by liking, sharing, and commenting on these videos. See you next time.